albino fox. Get away from my garden. Go. 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 Alright. Hey everybody. Today is October 11th, 2012. And as you can see, I still have my pumpkin patch. In my last video, I was talking about getting rid of it because I couldn't get any pumpkins to pollinate. But after doing some reading and some video watching, I think I've got it. I think I know what I was doing wrong. I got that pumpkin to grow pretty big, but I've still got a problem though. They get this big and then they start to, something gets inside of them and starts to eat it from the inside, and it just collapses and dies. Here's another one I got to grow. It's growing pretty good. Ain't a few ants has probably gotten on the inside of it. Here's another one. You see how the bugs are eating its way inside of it. And turn it around on this side. See, that don't look good at all. And here is my biggest one right here. This one looks really good. I hope it makes it. Probably gonna have to put something underneath it so the bugs won't get inside of it. This is the only one I've got right now that looks this good and that might make it. So I'm still in the learning process. I think I figured out how to actually get them to grow. I just need to learn how to get them to keep growing. So with that being said, I am going to show you how I pollinated the flowers, female flowers, and got them to grow. Alright, first things first, best time to pollinate your pumpkin patch is early in the morning. Your flowers are only open for about 4 hours, so that's the best time to pollinate them. First of all, you're going to have a lot of male flowers blooming already. So what I was doing was waiting for a female flower to bloom. Once I saw the female flower bloom, I was coming out here, taking a male flower, I would tear the flower off of it. I'd find a female flower like this one and pollinate it. Rub it all around in there. After that, I just go about my merry way. And what I was getting was little small pumpkins like this. They were turning yellow and dying on me. So after doing some reading and some video watching, I'm going to show you the right way to do it. Alright, the right way to pollinate is you want to come out here and look around. Look at all your male flowers. If you see a bunch of them that are open, usually the male flowers that are open are already contaminated by insects or bugs or whatever. They don't have enough pollen in the flowers that are already open. So what you got to do is you got to come out here and look at your male flowers real close. If you see a bunch of bugs in there, it might not be a good one to use unless it's got a lot of pollen in there. And I do see a lot of pollen in there. Usually you want to take one that hasn't opened yet. Cut it off. Open it. And depending on how far along this flower is, it'll have a lot of pollen in there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's real dusty. And another tip, early in the morning you have dew on everything. So some of your male flowers will be kind of wet. So if you get one that hadn't been opened yet, you won't have that problem. Look at that pollen just coming off. See that? This will be a good male flower to use here. It's a lot of pollen. I'm not saying don't use a male flower that has already been opened. This male flower has already been opened, and it still looks like it's got a lot of pollen in there. So let's take this one for an example. I'm going to pick it. This one looks like it'll be a good flower. Alright, take your flower. Make sure it's got a lot of good pollen on there. I don't know if you could tell, but it looks flaky, and some of it's falling off as I'm tearing the flower off. But you want to rub it around in there, get all that pollen off. See, what I was doing was just doing this and then leaving the female flower open. But what you're supposed to do, take a piece of tape or string or whatever, tape it shut so it won't get contaminated, and any of the bees or insects won't take your pollen off the stigma. And in about 3 or 4 days you will have a pumpkin. Alright guys, let's do a little recap. Make sure you use male flowers that have just opened. The male flowers that have been open for a day or so are usually contaminated, so they will not work whatsoever. A lot of people actually come out here, and the male flowers that haven't opened yet, they'll tie them shut until they have time to come out here, and they'll just untie them and then they'll just open up, and they'll be a good flower to pollinate with. So you can also do that. But the most important thing is either tape or tie up your female flower once you pollinate it. That seems to be working for me, so it should work for everybody else. Alright guys, if you have any questions, write me a comment below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Alright, thank y'all for watching. Bye.